The choices here make it very easy to predict the question. We're clearly talking about apostrophes. There's apostrophes on worlds. There's apostrophes on oceans. What is an apostrophe? Well, remember, apostrophes are used to show ownership, possession, belonging. It's hard to put one word on all this, but generally something is kind of belonging to something else. So let's see, we're going to narrow our focus here and say, well, if we look at one word at a time, it'll be easier. So let's look at oceans first. Do the oceans own anything? Does something belong to them? As the carbon dioxide level in Earth's atmosphere rises, the world's oceans absorb more carbon dioxide. They don't own anything. The oceans don't have something, right? The oceans do something. They absorb more carbon dioxide. And there's a difference there because they're doing something, they're not having something. They're not owning or possessing in terms of the grammar. And so what does that mean? That means that choices A and B are going to be wrong because they have apostrophes on oceans. I don't need one because it's just the oceans absorb more carbon dioxide. Simple, straightforward. Now we got to decide, does worlds own something? And yes, it does. It's the world's oceans. The oceans belong to the world. So that does need an apostrophe. And normally we'd have to decide, well, does the apostrophe go after the S? Does it go before the S? But luckily, because we narrowed our focus, we don't need to make that decision anymore. Now it's not a matter of where the apostrophe goes. It's just a matter of, is there an apostrophe at all? And we need one, so C is the answer. And this is how a lot of SAT apostrophe questions are structured. They like to make you make a bunch of apostrophe choices at once. Narrow your focus to just one thing at a time. It'll make it easier to understand, and it'll let you cross out some choices that, make the second decision much easier because you only have to decide whether you need it or not where it goes. And the where it goes is the harder piece. But normally the SAT doesn't ask about that. It's more yes or no, and so try to focus on that decision first.